Have you ever caught yourself thinking, if I could go back, I would have done things differently? You're not alone. Many people over 60 carry silent regrets. Regrets about what they didn't say, the dreams they postponed, or the time they thought they still had. But what if I told you? Aging doesn't have to mean carrying the weight of what could have been. What if this next chapter of your life, right now, could be the most meaningful, the most honest, the most free? The truth is, it's never too late to live with intention. It's never too late to create peace with your past and strength for your future. And today, I want to show you how. In this video, we'll walk through 6 powerful lessons that can help you age without regret and start building a life you're proud of, one moment at a time. Because your story isn't over, and you still have time to write your best chapter yet. After 60, something shifts, not just in the body but in the heart. You start thinking more about time, not how much has passed, but how much is left. And with that, an old feeling sometimes returns: regret. Maybe it's the trip you never took, the words you never said, the chances you didn't take because you were too afraid, too busy, or thought you still had time. But here's the truth most people forget. Regret doesn't have to shape the rest of your story. Every new day is a chance to live more fully, to forgive what can't be changed, to rediscover what still makes your heart beat faster, to choose peace over pressure and presence over perfection. The past can teach you, but it doesn't have to hold you. Today, we're going to explore 6 powerful life lessons that can help you age with more clarity, more peace, and most of all, with no regrets. Because the life you want isn't in the past. It starts in the choices you make from here forward. We often think of regret as something private, a silent weight we carry deep inside, invisible to the world. But over time, regret has a way of showing itself. It's in the sighs we let out when no one's listening, in the way we pause before answering, "I'm fine," in the thoughts that circle at night when everything else is quiet. After 60, those feelings can grow stronger, because there's more behind us than ahead. And with that comes a haunting question. Did I live the life I was meant to live? For some, the regrets are big. A relationship never healed, a passion never pursued, a truth never spoken. For others, they're quiet and steady, years spent taking care of everyone else, while slowly forgetting themselves. But aging doesn't have to mean sitting with regret. Aging can be a return to yourself, your values, your voice. Donna Helena, 74, had spent decades putting her family first, a strong woman, reliable, always there. But when her youngest moved out and the house fell quiet, she looked in the mirror and asked, "Who am I now that no one needs me?" That question didn't break her. It awakened her. Because the first lesson in aging without regret is this: you are allowed to come home to yourself. It's not too late to ask what you want, what you enjoy, what brings you peace. You don't need anyone's permission to begin again, even if it's with baby steps, a daily walk alone, a journal entry, a painting you never dared to start. Coming back to yourself doesn't mean abandoning others. It means finally including yourself in the care you give so freely. The second lesson is one of the hardest and the most healing. Forgiveness isn't forgetting, it's releasing. We hold so tightly to what went wrong, the words we wish we'd said, the chances we didn't take, the people we trusted or didn't. But forgiveness isn't saying, "It didn't matter." It's saying, "I won't carry this anymore." When you forgive others, and especially yourself, you create room in your life. Room for joy, room for lightness, room for now. Forgiveness can be as small as placing your hand over your heart and saying, "I did the best I could." It can be a long walk in silence, where you imagine laying down the burden. It can be calling someone after years apart and simply saying, "Hi, I've missed you." There's no perfect way to do it, but every act of release becomes a step toward freedom. And freedom is where a new life begins, because you are not your regrets. You are not your past. You are the person still here, still breathing, still becoming. As we begin to let go of the weight we carried for so long, we open ourselves to something just as important: the present moment. It sounds simple. Be present. But presence is a skill, a practice. And for many of us, it's something we were never taught. We spent decades planning, fixing, surviving, always looking ahead or looking back, rarely just being here. But the third lesson in aging without regret is this. Joy only lives in the present. You can't feel yesterday's sunset. You can't breathe tomorrow's air. But you can notice the way sunlight warms your skin today. You can enjoy the softness of a grandchild's hug. You can smile at the smell of fresh coffee or the feel of grass under your feet. Regret thrives in the past. Anxiety feeds on the future. But joy, deep, healing joy, exists only in the now. Mrs. Arlene, 81, began taking short morning walks with no destination, just her and the quiet. No phone, no music, just noticing. The world feels bigger when I slow down, she said, and somehow I feel smaller, but more alive. This is the gift of presence. It returns your life to you. And from that stillness, another lesson reveals itself, perhaps the most vulnerable one of all. Speak your truth while you still can. Too many people reach their final years with words stuck in their throat. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I never stopped loving you. Or even, I need help. We silence ourselves out of fear, pride, or habit. But time has a way of slipping past, and one day, the chance is gone. To age without regret, you must give yourself permission to be honest, to say what you need, to share what matters, to be fully seen. You don't have to shout. You don't have to explain everything. But you deserve to be heard, not just for others, but for you, because every time you speak a truth, you reclaim a part of yourself that you thought was lost. And truth is what lets love grow again. When you begin to live in truth, not just in what you say, but in how you show up, something inside you shifts. You stop trying to impress. You stop apologizing for your story. You begin to realize you are enough. And that brings us to the fifth lesson in aging without regret. Accept your story, even the messy parts. So many of us spend years trying to hide chapters we wish didn't exist. The failed marriage, the time we hurt someone, the dreams we gave up on. But your life is not meant to be edited. It's meant to be honored, in full. Every mistake you made taught you something. Every loss you endured shaped your compassion. Every wrong turn led you somewhere you wouldn't have found otherwise. When you accept your story, you stop fighting yourself. You look at the mirror and say, yes, this is me. I lived, I tried, I learned, I grew. And in that moment, you become whole again. Because aging without regret isn't about fixing the past. It's about finding peace with it. And peace begins with acceptance. The final lesson is simple, but perhaps the most important of all. Leave love behind. Not things, not titles, not perfect answers. Just love. In the end, what people remember isn't what you did. It's how you made them feel. Did you listen with patience? Did you laugh without holding back? Did you say, I love you even when it felt scary? Did you leave someone feeling stronger, calmer, seen? Love is the one thing that outlives us. It travels in the stories people tell long after we're gone, in the recipes passed down, in the advice repeated, in the way someone smiles and says, that's what she would have done. You don't need to do grand things to leave a legacy. You just need to be kind, to show up, to love a little louder while you still can. Because when the time comes to look back, really look back, it won't be about how much you owned or how perfect you were. It will be about whether you lived in alignment with your heart, and whether, when it truly mattered, you chose love. If you've made it this far, that tells me something important. You're not just watching, you're reflecting. You're ready to live these next years with more clarity, more courage, and less regret. So let's turn this moment into something real. In the comments, write the words, I'm ready for my next chapter. Let that be your declaration, to yourself and to others, that your story isn't over, that there's still time, still purpose, still beauty to be lived. And I'd love to know, which of these 6 lessons touched you the most? Was it the power of forgiveness? The call to speak your truth? The freedom in accepting your story? Every time you comment, you help build a space where others feel less alone. And that's what this community is about. Growing together, one lesson, one day at a time. If you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We have more to explore, and I'd be honored to walk that path with you. Because aging well doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice and by connection. Let's keep choosing both. So many people believe that regret is the price of aging, that looking back in pain is just part of growing older. But that's not true, not for you, not anymore. Because today you were reminded of something deeper, that the life you want is still possible, that healing is still available, that peace doesn't come from forgetting the past, but from choosing how you live now. You've learned that you can forgive without erasing, that your truth matters, even if it's spoken late. That presence is a gift, and so are you. Aging without regret isn't about having done everything right. It's about having the courage to keep growing, even now, especially now. And if you take just one thing from this video, let it be this. You are not too old to begin again. You are not too late to feel joy, and you are not alone on this journey. Every new sunrise is a blank page. And you still have so many stories left to live. If this video touched your heart, leave a like. It helps more people find messages like this. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel and tap the bell icon so you never miss a new reflection, reminder, or lesson made just for you. We talk about what really matters after 60. Health, mindset, healing, legacy, and how to live not just longer, but deeper. Share this video with someone you love. A friend, a parent, a neighbor, someone who might be carrying quiet regrets and needs to hear, it's not too late. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being open, honest, and present. And thank you for reminding me, and everyone watching, that aging can be full of wisdom, peace, and purpose. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, be kind to yourself. You're doing better than you think.